Officers responded to GTE Financial Credit Union in Tampa, Florida. A man attempted to withdraw a large cash amount and had already done so successfully at another branch. Bank staff flagged multiple red flags and called police. This analysis examines whether every party met the standard the law demands. Officers detained the subject inside the lobby under Terry v. Ohio, a lawful investigative stop requiring only reasonable, articulable suspicion, not probable cause. A bank fraud call combined with the subject's presence attempting another large withdrawal supplies that threshold. A pat-down was conducted. No weapons found, no excessive force.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Stand up.
Unless your fingers show me. We're just detained right
Like
now,
your
under
print?
arrest.
So you're detained right now. We got a call that it might be a possible fraud for a certain amount.
That's why I literally came in here. I've been coming to you guys' office like a few days now. Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we're just trying to investigate. All right, just step out real quick.
Sorry, just go on. You can't keep moving. You have to put on myself.
All right. No weapons, right?
No, I'm good, bro.
So you said that you were coming in here to find out about the fraud?
Yeah, I've been calling these guys for weeks. It's been like, I don't know, a few. So I don't even use these accounts in months.
Okay.
I don't even have a point because I have other business accounts, and I've had them for like years.
Okay.
And then I got like a notice. I tried to log in online. I couldn't log in online. I called over the phone. They basically told me I had to come in and like pay some fees.
Okay.
I came in.
Let's walk back here. So this your wallet right here?
Yeah.
Your ID in here?
He has an ID.
Oh, you got it? All right. Let's walk over there. Yes. 616 Columbia, Florida, 27. Yeah, you good. Good.
Long story short, boss, I had some accounts with these guys that I've had for a long time. I tried to log in online one day, it wouldn't let me log in. Eventually, I found out there were just some fees that, like, because there was just old accounts.
Yeah.
And they asked me to come pay the fees. I went and paid the fees. They told me everything was fine. I got a few text messages saying, like, basically, that I use his cards, basically. And I didn't, but I had called, and they told me basically the fraud department was closed. So I went back in the office. They told me basically I had to call when fraud was open. I called fraud. Basically, they told me that I had to come back in here because they don't. They basically couldn't help me over the phone, and so I'm here now. I don't know even what accounts is even in regards to. They won't even tell me what accounts is.
Okay, so you opened the account and you haven't used it for years. You're saying that
It depends on what account. Like some accounts not for months.
okay,
Yeah.
so for months, and you got some notifications that you got possible fraud with the accounts, and now you coming in here because you had some fees related to some of the accounts.
Well, no, I already paid the fees.
Okay, so you paid the fees.
Yeah, so I thought
you were
everything was
just
fine.
so what were you doing in here to find out about the fraud?
Yeah,
Okay,
to see what they think is fraud or whatever.
okay, because how did you get the notification through
It was a
like
text
text or
a few
something?
weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay,
And this is like my second or third time
trying to come in
figure
here.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the other time I went, they told me everything was fine.
Did you go to this
I
one
went to
or
South
Tampa?
Tampa.
South Tampa?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when was the first notification?
When I was looking at my phone.
Okay. All right. Let me, you mind signing up? Yeah.
Okay, say that again, Anthony.
So we're filing against Mr. Stocker because he presented several stolen checks that we had to pay back to the financial institution. So Mr. Stocker owes us $29,731.01. I have also filed this with the U.S. Postal investigators, but the fact that he's back on our property, we don't want him around.
He explained to you right now that you're not currently under arrest, you're just being detained.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just a little shaken out. I wasn't expecting any of this. So.
Okay. It seems like when they ran your name in their system, it's flagged for some reason that you're a suspect in a fraud case against GTE.
Oh, okay.
So whatever they're investigating, whether it's an internal investigation or if it's something criminal. But as soon as he ran your name, it popped and flagged. So
So for something like this, do you give the person like a chance to pay it? Because he said he came in here several times. He went to the South Tampa location to try and figure out like the fees. I guess he said it was fees that he had certain accounts opened up, and
No, so he deposited stolen checks they're easily stolen. He's not a trustee for the trust account that he presented these trusts, and he filed a bogus filing on Sunbiz. So I've been working with the U.S. Postal investigators because he stole several checks. But I called him, I spoke to his mother, I told him you owe us 29 grand and we're gonna file against you and don't ever come back to GTE. Then he came and he opened new accounts. So we want him trespassed and we want our money, he committed fraud for GTE.
Do you guys have a case open with a police department or anything? Where did he deposit the checks? Which location?
I think it might be South Tampa.
South Tampa and here.
In this location?
Yes.
So the amount that was. So how much was the check that was done here in this location?
$29,739.01.
That was what he deposited here or withdrew here?
Yep.
Okay. Because you said something about South Tampa. Was it all here at this location?
Oh yeah, so sorry. Yeah, South Tampa was the 29. That one was $11,052.29, and we have since then received the reclamation for that check. So both checks have returned. So he actually owes us $40,791.30.
I was just in South Tampa, GT,
Okay.
for 3 hours trying to get everything straightened out. They
Okay.
told me everything was fine. So wow.
okay, what's that? We don't know either. We'll figure it out. Whether it's something that Tampa's investigating or something that they're internally investigating. We're not really sure yet. So.
I haven't used accounts in months.
Okay.
I was just trying to log in and see.
Do you usually typically use GTE for your financial institution?
To be honest, I stopped. This is ironic. I stopped.
But you still have active accounts here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have a few accounts Navy. Most of them with Navy Fed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a veteran?
No, my dad and granddad are.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't get notification until June that the checks were a fake check. That's what Wells Fargo, I guess they were doing their investigation.
You have video footage of the person who actually deposited the check?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
if
we
you
need to
could,
see that and make sure it's the same person, because if not, then...
Okay, yeah, hang on 1 second. Let me attach that as well. Yeah, I have everything right here. So it's definitely him. He's pretty,
That's all we really need.
yeah. Positive
We
identity.
can charge him with whatever we want. We can trespass him.
And you want to file charges, right?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Sit forward real quick. No, just sit up, move, shift forward. There you go. All right. I'm gonna release. What is it? This one that hurts or this one? This one. Okay.
Deposit the check?
Yep. That's it.
Sure is. Yeah. You print the picture out and,
Yeah,
and the check
and
and all that.
Okay.
That'd be perfect. That's all we really need.
Yeah, they're getting the information now, so we'll see what's going on.
Currently, he deposited $11,000 in this location. So they're out $11,000 from here, $29,000 from somewhere in South Tampa. There's no open investigation anywhere.
Okay.
It was just through the postal investigative unit or something, through the post office.
Okay.
So we have $11,000 here at fraud.
Okay.
So we can go off that.
You guys think I stole $11,000?
Do you deposit $11,000 check here?
I haven't deposited a check in so long. I don't even know,
Happened on February 2nd.
in February, I don't know what.
Yeah, I get you. We'll make sure. Hold on. Huh? Yeah. We're at 17. We have a picture of him depositing a check. It's in. You know, we have the check, we have everything. So we're just gonna get the evidence and take him, and charge him and all that. Yeah, right, he's 10-15.
So there's two separate locations
Yeah.
that you hit?
Mm-hmm. We're he's somewhere in South Tampa.
But they have not contacted TPD yet about it?
Mm-hmm. We'll let him know, and then they can. He'll be in jail already, so they can just add charges.
And when he deposited the check?
February 2nd.
No, is it just a bad check? Yeah. Okay.
11,000 here, 29,000.
Okay.
He's down 40. They're down 40,000.
Okay.
They're printing everything out for us, and then we're gonna give him the Axon link.
Okay.
And they're gonna upload all. He has a case file and everything. He's gonna upload to Axon.
Okay.
Everything we really need.
All right. You transporting or is somebody else
We'll
transporting?
take him.
Okay.
So you guys think the checks are deposited at fraud?
So as of right now,
As of right now, you are under arrest. Okay, for check fraud. Okay. Basically, with the checks that you deposited, supposedly they're saying were bad checks back in February. One here, one down in South Tampa. They put money in your account that was not technically yours.
so they have video of you actually depositing the check,
Yeah.
and the checks are bad.
Checks are bad.
But I mean, that's back in February. What was
Yeah,
wrong
no,
with the check?
the money they got deposited in there was bad. So like they actually are out of money. So they actually are down 40,000. I don't know where you got those checks from, but
Those checks are from our business to Wells Fargo.
yeah. So they were bad checks.
Whatever account those checks were written off of to you was a bad account,
Yeah.
or it was insufficient funds or whatever. So
Fully agree. You can read Miranda
Okay.
if you want to interrogate it.
Yeah. Once we get to the car,
What's up?
once we get to the car, I'll read it and.
As for right now, they are the victim. I mean,
Yeah, the bank is a victim.
since they lost money. I mean, if you receive money that you are not supposed to,
Future 1 male, 10-15.
10-4, 10-15.
Can you guys give me an update on, I guess?
Yeah. So right now they have you on a.
The subject offered a consistent explanation, repeated visits to the South Tampa branch, conflicting information from staff, and account fees he believed he had paid. Officers are doing exactly what the law requires, listening, not arresting. What they learn next will complicate his account significantly. The fraud manager reported that the subject deposited checks drawn on trust accounts to which he had no legal authority. Both checks were returned fraudulent total losses over $40,000. A fraudulent Sunbiz business filing was also alleged. Under Illinois v. Gates, this documented third-party report carries substantial probable cause weight. Probable cause does not require certainty, only a reasonable belief that a crime occurred and this person committed it. Officers now have a fraud report, specific dollar amounts, a named subject, and prior transaction history. That combination exceeds the threshold. The officer waited for bank video confirmation before making the arrest decision. This is not delay, it is diligence. An arrest based solely on verbal accusation invites Fourth Amendment challenge. Corroborating the fraud manager's account with surveillance footage strengthens the legal foundation of every charge that follows. The subject was formally placed under arrest for check fraud. The officer explained the basis clearly. 2 fraudulent checks, 2 locations, money deposited that was not legally his. That explanation is not required by law, but it is tactically sound. It reduces resistance and allows exculpatory information to surface before transport.
Depositing and withdrawing on a fraudulent check. So the check was cashed for 11,000 and change. It looks like the post office right here. Okay. The post office flagged you for, I guess, using these stolen checks. And then once they came back, then because once we run your name, it's flagged. You see? So, all right. Right now, I'm gonna search you, and then I'm gonna read you your rights. Okay? Searching. No. Just your face. Yeah. Have you sit down? Wait. Let me unbuckle this real quick.
Try not to lean on the cuffs, or it's gonna dig into your skin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, say again?
Don't lean on the cuff, so just lean forward a little bit. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you willing to answer questions or make a statement without an attorney being present? That's a question. No? All right.
Can I ask you a quick question? Can I call my mom?
You're gonna have that opportunity at ORJ. Once we get there.
Okay.
All right.
I was supposed to pick her up from an appointment.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
At like 9. I think somewhere between like 9:45.
Is she at the place now, or are you picking her up from her house to get to her appointment?
No, she was probably at the sorry, this is so much. Sorry.
All right. So
no, she's at the car repair place, and so I just wanted to tell her. Or
do you have sisters or brothers that could pick her up if she calls you? Family?
No, I'm not only child. It's probably.
That's your mom. You want me to answer?
Yeah.
All right. You have a few minutes just to let her know.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, mom. Hey, listen. I'm being arrested right now because
let her know for what?
I know. I'm being arrested right now. They think that I have some kind of check fraud situation going on. And I don't know which jail are you guys taking me to?
Orient Road Jail.
Oregon Road Jail. So I need you. Yes, mom. Listen to me. So I need you. Basically, like GTE is saying that. I guess 2 of the checks, from like business checks or whatnot. Like they didn't get the money back from it. And basically, so they're saying that it's check fraud. And they didn't let me know anything about, like, I guess, like, them not being paid. This is, like, back from February is what they're saying.
Well, this one is from February.
Yeah, okay. I don't know the exact dates, I guess. They haven't given me all the information. But, yeah, I don't know. I wish they would have just let me know the money wasn't there, because I could have just paid them the money. It doesn't make any sense.
So what do you want me to do?
I guess I'm just going to have to wait until I get out of...
All right, just let her know you're gonna be there.
I'm gonna be in Oregon jail, and
Okay.
I guess I need you to figure out how to get me out whenever what is it?
Yeah,
Like
you'll have the opportunity to call her at the jail. All right.
Also, it's still early. It's possible we might be able to get out early if we see a judge today.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
As a result, the 35-year-old man was charged with uttering a forged bill under Florida Statute 831.02, which is a third-degree felony, meaning you're using or trying to use a fake or altered document, in this case a check, as if it were real. He was also charged with grand theft, which is also a third-degree felony. Now, what actually happened in court for charge 1, uttering a forged bill, the adjudication was withheld after a plea, meaning he entered a guilty plea, but the judge did not formally convict him, so legally he is not a convicted felon for this charge if he completes probation. For his second charge, grand theft, prosecutors dropped the charge completely and it did not move forward in court. So for grand theft, there was no conviction or penalties for this charge. I'm not entirely sure the reasoning on this charge being dropped, but in summary, he did plead guilty for the forged bill charge and was placed on probation instead of prison. Now, his probation sentence wasn't just a slap on the wrist. He was sentenced to 48 months or 4 years of probation, where he must 1. Report regularly to a probation officer, 2. Pay fines, court costs, and monthly supervision fees, 3. Maintain employment, 4. Stay out of trouble, no new law violations. 5. Submit to random drug or alcohol testing. 6. Steer clear of firearms or weapons. And 7. Follow all instructions from his probation officer. He was also given 100 hours of community service, a $1,000 fine, and having to complete offender trafficking system IOTS monitoring, plus additional monthly probation costs and supervisor fees around $50 a month. Once again, because adjudication was withheld, he was not formally convicted. He did plead guilty, and once again, if he violates his probation, court can adjudicate him guilty and make it a felony conviction. Let me know your honest thoughts down below in the comments. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.
I couldn't log in online. I called over the phone. They basically told me I had to come in and like pay some fees. You guys think I stole $11,000?
Do you deposit $11,000 check here?
I haven't deposited a check in this. I don't even know. Like,
Happened on February 2nd.
in February. I don't know what.
When he deposited the check?
February 2nd.
Was it just a bad check? Okay.
11,000 here, 29,000.
Okay.
He's down 40. They're down 40,000.
Okay.
Miranda rights were administered correctly and completely. The subject invoked his right to remain silent and his right to counsel. Questioning stopped immediately. That is precisely what Miranda requires. No exceptions, no follow-up. Full compliance. The subject was charged with 2 third-degree felonies, uttering a forged bill under Florida Statute 831.02 and grand theft under 812.014. In court, he entered a guilty plea on the forgery charge. Adjudication was withheld. He is not a convicted felon, provided he completes probation. The grand theft charge was dropped. Sentence: 4 years probation, 100 hours community service, $1,000 fine. Under Florida law, withholding adjudication preserves the defendant's civil rights, including voting rights. It is not an acquittal. The guilty plea stands, the conduct occurred, but the legal consequence is significantly reduced. A discretionary tool courts apply in first offense, low-violence cases. Lesson 1. Stay silent before arrest. The subject voluntarily explained his entire history to officers before Miranda was even required. Pre-arrest statements are fully admissible at trial. Every sentence he spoke was potential evidence. You have no legal obligation to explain yourself during an investigative detention. Lesson 2. The bank failed its own customer. Staff told the subject his accounts were fine on multiple visits while an active fraud investigation was running internally. That communication breakdown extended his legal exposure unnecessarily. Institutions have a responsibility to their customers even when they are also the victim. Lesson 3. Officers waited for video before arresting. That single decision, pausing to corroborate, is what separates a defensible arrest from a civil rights lawsuit. Evidence-first policing is not just good law. It is the only standard that holds up in court. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for more police interaction and courtroom content.